Hey everybody, it's your boy Surge Dragon. Welcome back back from hiatus. Heaven's Monsters podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Cause the boys are back. Look at that. Look at that boy Mikey. I want to first say publicly on this show with you on it, saying I'm thankful that you're okay, both of you. Chris couldn't show up. He's asleep, I'm guessing. And I'm sorry once again for your loss, Mikey. I know you're mourning, that you were mourning, and now that you're back, I'm happy to have you back, bro.
Thank you. Thank you all for sending my thoughts and prayers. I'm telling you right now, 2020 has been a effed up year. I'm telling you, it has been an effed up year. And I'm going to say this off the record. I have not seen you at your place since WrestleMania last year. So hopefully this year or next year, I would love to see you along with Andre and the rest of the podcast crew at your place once the pandemic is finished.
Yeah, it's been a year. Tonight they aired Royal Rumble. I didn't get to watch it because I was watching anime. So I'm going to definitely watch it when I my job, because I got the WWE app, so I can watch that anytime. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and state that we're not going to do any Pacific episode. We're just going to give our thoughts on what has been transpiring since we've been on hiatus, starting with Monday Night Raw. And we're going to start with the man who's literally carried the name WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. So first off, how do you feel the way it ended between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, Mikey?
Well, these two guys have been fighting. They've been fighting tooth and nail, rubbing each other's faces. But Drew McIntyre, he is still Mr. Claymore Country.
Bam. My personal thoughts is knowing that he had gone through so much, actually losing the title to Randy Orton, becoming a 14-time champion. So put that in the mark. And now he's gone on of his way to go on to bigger, better things, including the fact that he fought. I'm trying to remember who was his last opponent before. And I believe it was AJ Styles. Yeah, AJ Styles and The Miz. After that, it was just touch and go, especially with his opponent, Keith Lee. That was his opponent too. There you go. He had gone through obstacle. Now he's going to go up against Goldberg. The aftermath of that match where the Goldberg acquired that title or Drew actually retained it, or the Miz came in and cashed his money in the bank is yet to be said on my part. You already saw it, right, Mikey?
I saw that on my phone. About Miz. He never.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the Royal Rumble either.
I know, but like I said, Miz never quits.
We'll talk about Miz in just a bit. When it comes to that, Andre, how do you feel about Drew McIntyre and his title reign?
Seems like he's doing a good job so far, you know. I'm glad he got Orton out of the way. I wanted to see him take on new challenges besides the same old people, you know.
Mm-hmm. Next thing we gotta
him take on Sergio.
Next thing we gotta mention is somebody who's been off and on WWE, and that's Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Let's mention that next. So with Bray Wyatt, he went from one episode going up against the Retribution to going to Randy Orton, brainwashing Alexa Bliss, and then going into an Inferno Firefly Funhouse Inferno match and getting his ass on fire twice by Randy Orton, and that was the last we saw of him. To a point where Randy Orton is going around claiming that he's slain him, and Alexa Bliss has sour grapes about it and burning his face, and costing her the women's title match. So, are we going to have another Randy Orton versus Fiend at WrestleMania? Or are we going to have Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss at some point? What's your thoughts, Mikey?
Well, what do you want me to say? Randy Orton was coming for burning the Fiend.
Your thoughts on the Fiend and if he's really gone?
Well, like I said, Nikki Cross is doing everything she can to bring back her old friend, Alexa.
Which we haven't seen in a while either. Thank you for mentioning that.
Like I said, I just hope one day that Nikki Cross could go one-on-one with the Fiend. God knows what. Somebody please save the goddess.
Yep. The goddess made an appearance and then disappeared just as quickly.
Like I said, somebody please save Alexa before it's too late.
Yeah. I have to wait on that. What about you, Andre? How do you feel about the Fiend, Randy Orton, and Alexa Bliss?
I just wish Alexa Bliss never joined the Fiend. I like seeing her with Nikki Cross. I like that a lot better.
As a babyface?
You know. I don't know. Either way, I guess just with her and Nikki Cross together as a tag team, Bray Wyatt and the Fiend. I hope Bray Wyatt is doing fine, and I just wish he would come back so I see him kick some more butt. Orton, all right, he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Who can we talk about next? I guess we have to talk about Retribution then, since we brought him up. Not much to talk about, really. With all the destruction they did, being permanently on Monday Night Raw, going after the Fiend, going after the Hurt Business, or being assaulted by the Hurt Business to be taken care of, not necessarily, they're still here. Going after Ricochet, whose contract is supposed to be ending, and there's no word if he's going to resign. Hasn't been said yet. And then now Retribution is going after and saying that on Raw Talk that they are the ones in control. Oh yeah, that's another one they went after. They went after Dana Brooke with Mia Yim. Yeah. Reckoning, that's her name. So, it's a bunch of times when you see him not accepting a loss from Retribution to using numbers and force to show that he's dominant, but he hasn't gone after a title with his group, the tag teams, the United States. All of those belts we'll talk about in just a bit on who's holding them. But it's funny, he's talking about the system, but he hasn't gone after belts or anyone bigger than the Hurt Business. So, how do you feel about this, Mikey?
Well, first of all, I don't know what the future holds for Ricochet, but I hope Ricochet stays here.
Second?
And speaking of reckoning, I don't know if you guys may have heard, but she tested positive for COVID.
Ooh, recently?
That's what our boy T-Money sent us.
Oh, thank you for telling me that. I didn't see that. Damn, we won't be seeing Reckoning for a while. That makes you question, since Keith Lee and her live together, does Keith Lee test positive?
No word yet.
Moving on to that subject, what is your thoughts on Retribution? Mikey?
Yep.
What is your thoughts on Retribution?
I'm not a big fan, but somebody's got to stop them. I mean, Retribution's gone too far.
Led by Mustafa Ali.
Somebody better do something.
How about you, Andre?
Retribution suck. I hope somebody comes in, ends them, you know.
Mm-hmm. A while back, I saw a video on TikTok on Braun Strowman's account playing the music of Retribution, and he's wearing a metal mask. I showed you that, right?
Probably. I haven't.
I'll send it to you again. I'll send it to you again if you want. I'll send it to you again.
Yeah, because I haven't looked at it, so just probably resend it.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, when seeing that on TikTok, were wondering, is he joining the Retribution? With T-Bar and Mace, they already got pretty much a lot of firepower. That's muscle right there. So I don't know. And he made his debut on SmackDown, his return on SmackDown, to only show that he's joining the Royal Rumble. So I'm going to look forward to that. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about the Hurt Business. They're holding, except for the WWE title and the 24/7 title, they're holding all the gold. They beat New Day. Kofi Kingston's injured because of them. And Bobby Lashley has been on one of the easiest title reigns of the U.S. title, United States title, that we have seen in a while. Nobody has been able to take it from him because of the Hurt Lock. Full Nelson Lock. And the way things are going, we saw a team that literally took on Retribution, got paid in gold by getting a title shot, got it, and they've been running around with 3 golds for the longest time. And just hurting people left and right. And now we're seeing that there's a weak link in ego on Cedric Alexander. He's getting too hype, too confident, and we're just seeing that unfold, and we're thinking that he's going to cause a tear in the group. So how do you feel about that, Mikey?
Well, that's our boy, this man's favorite, MVP.
Yeah. Your thoughts on the group, though, and their accomplishments?
Mm-hmm. Well, they done a hell of a job.
You, Andre?
Forget MVP and his crew, man. They just need another butt whooping. Then they'll be fine.
You know what's funny?
What's funny?
It's not ha-ha funny. It's the fact that me and T-Money over there at the Night Job are stating that this might be a new version, a modern-day version of Nation of Domination.
Probably.
We go around.
Nation of Domination is better.
Yeah, have to say that. Next is one I'm not so happy to talk about is Miz and Morrison.
Yeah.
Thanks to the fact that Miz actually acquired, due to the help of Tucker portraying Otis after being drafted to Monday Night Raw, everybody but Otis has been drafted. Even the enemy of the guy who's trying to steal his girl, Dolph Ziggler, along with Bobby Roode, was taken to Monday Night Raw. Otis had nothing. He didn't have an enemy. He didn't have a love interest. He didn't have a friend. So that was like sad. But with all that considered, knowing that knowing that Miz and Morrison were walking around with the Money in the Bank now, it questioned as to when he was going to cash it in. And he cashed it in and made it a triple threat at TLC. In which case, Drew McIntyre won the match. Due to circumstance, John Morrison was the one that cashed in the Money in the Bank. So, due to that, Adam Pearce handed the title back. The briefcase back to The Miz, meaning he is once again Mr. Money in the Bank. And now we're got to worry about him cashing it in on either Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns. So, acting like a bunch of fools trying to instigate so many things, it's just, you just look at these guys and think, man, they're a piece of work. Wouldn't you say that, Andre?
Yeah, they are something. I don't even know what to say about them, you know?
Mm-hmm. How about you, Mike?
Unbelievable. No words.
Let's talk about the women's division. Let's first talk about the fact that Asuka has still been one of the longest Raw women's champions in a long time. And actually, thanks to Randy Orton, still has the title. Because it looked like she was going to lose it. To the Fiend's disciple, Alexa Bliss. Play and pain. But then she goes and takes on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag team titles with a surprise return of Charlotte Flair. And they end up becoming women's tag team champions, making Asuka a 2-time tag team women's champion. And Asuka 2 belts. At that. So definitely right now, we got Asuka looking damn good. But after that match with Alexa Bliss, it's iffy. Because now we're wondering where does Asuka go with the title after that? With Charlotte Flair, on the other hand, man, her dad, messing around with Lacey Evans. Costing her matches and making her look bad. And then we got the 2 women tag teams that I favor the most, despite their dysfunction and being heels, taking, how many times? Miss, Lana through the table 9 times, or was it 10 times?
9.
9. And we haven't seen, Lana in a long while. Damn. Gotta admit, these girls are some nasty business. They're claiming dominance and whooping ass and taking names. Even though they've been losing sometimes, that's the role of a heel. They're definitely still dominant. And we already know Shayna Baszler's getting sick and tired of being on Raw Talk. Having to be asked all these ridiculous questions from R-Truth. We thought they were buddies, they're not. Damn. And also, we got... I kid you not. They actually named themselves this. Sexy muscle buddies? Between Daniel Brooke and... what was her name, damn it? Mandy. There you go. Mandy Rose. We haven't heard that in a while, where we hear, Mandy. We haven't heard that. That pretty much sums up a lot of Monday Night Raw's women's wrestling match. Honestly, it really does. You got to look and see how many women wrestling they got on Monday Night Raw, and that's pretty much it. If I missed somebody, I do apologize, but that's what it feels like. Nikki Cross, we have not seen in a while. So, what is your take on this? What do you take from the women's division, Mikey?
Well, like I said, we haven't seen Lana since the final Raw for TLC when Nia Jax broke her ankle, and oh my god.
Yeah.
And Asuka had to wait for a new partner, and guess who came back from a 6-month hiatus? The Queen, Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
Let's not forget that both Charlotte have their history since their heated rivalry began. WrestleMania 34, where Charlotte Flair ended Asuka's undefeated streak. Let's not forget that.
Let's not also forget that the reason why she took that hiatus was because of Nia Jax.
I know that. Like I said, Nia and Shane have done nothing but bullying the entire women's division.
What do you think about the sexy muscle buddies?
Don't blame them. They're doing everything they can. But unfortunately they end up getting beaten up by these two bullies.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Andre? How do you feel about the women's division?
They're alright so far. I can see more out of them, though.
Who do you favor right now to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
I hope Nia Jax wins, but I don't think she's gonna win.
Ah, you got that Nia girl. That's right. You Nia girl.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't hate that. All right, Mikey. What else do you want to put? You want to put your 2 cents? What you got on Monday Night Raw? What you got?
I know we mentioned the WWE champion. You mentioned the women's division. You mentioned Miz. Trying to see who else. I'm trying to think. Oh, should we talk about the returning Goldberg?
Yeah, knowing that Goldberg, it was on Legends Night. A lot of heat on that.
Let's talk about Legends. There was a whole bunch of Legends.
Kalisto was supposed to pop up, but I guess he declined. I would have loved to see this.
The Royal Rumble?
No, it was Monday Night Raw Legends Night, where we saw all the legends show up.
Oh, I wonder why he declined.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see the man who said, "I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool." That would have been nice. See an old face like that.
I want to see him back in the ring competing, though. That would be good to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
So with that said, Goldberg called out Drew McIntyre, said that he didn't have no respect for people of Legends and that. I don't know. I don't know about what Goldberg said. I don't think if anybody has a lot of respect, it's Drew McIntyre. So why is he saying that? I think he's just trying to let a fighter under his ass so he can get a fight out of him worthy at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not forget, speaking of that, and with Drew McIntyre, he tested positive for COVID.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, he stayed home for 2 weeks, but damn, that sucked.
14 days.
Mm-hmm. Ah, damn. So did Chris Jericho, but we'll talk about that subject when we get to AEW. Right now, this podcast is going to be solely about Monday Night Raw. In which case, then, what do you think about that on Goldberg's part, Andre? How do you feel about that?
Hey, I'm a Goldberg fan. I hope he would win at the Rumble. So, but I think Drew McIntyre has respect for the legends, you know, and other guys who was in the ring and made the sport better, you know.
Made it what it is.
I don't know what it is, man.
No, I said they made it what it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how about we talk about the rivalry and the heatedness between Sheamus and Keith Lee? Let's talk about that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you take it, Mikey. What, you want to talk it, Andre?
I want to see Keith Lee and them go at it again. That was a great match right there.
Now, how about you, Mikey? What are your thoughts on this?
Like I said, I'm shocked about Keith Lee and Sheamus despite their differences, but what the hell's going on with these two?
You know Sabe on that one.
You ain't lying.
Both are trying to compete and prove that their friendship with Drew McIntyre and compete that they are some of the baddest dudes in the business. Which they are!
No kidding.
So it's just two alpha males just beating it out of each other. And Keith Lee mounted on top. I want to mention something. To all y'all who's otakus and weebs and anime fans, both Keith Lee and freaking Matt Riddle have Dragon Ball Z themed moves. You know that?
I did not know that.
Think about it. The Spirit Bomb is the power bomb used by Keith Lee. He also's got a power slam called the Big Bang attack or something like that. Big Bang power slam. You know that?
That's something.
And we already knew way back that Keith Lee had some WWE merchandise for himself that was actually the face, literally, of a Great Ape from Dragon Ball. You know that?
Crazy, man.
Now Matt Riddle's getting on it because his knee shot to the face, you know, like they call for Kenny Omega V-trigger. Guess what he's calling it?
What are you calling it?
The Final Flash. Knee shot.
The Final Flash? What the hell?
That's Vegeta's move, man. That's Vegeta's move.
Holy shit.
Only it's not a knee shot, it's a God damn. Everybody, they're getting moves. I'm surprised freaking New Day is not getting in on this. Seriously. Feel sorry for New Day losing the titles, though. Although, I'm not going to complain too much on account that they're 9-time champions. That's got to count for something. So,
I wanted to see the New Day fight the Dudley Boys for the tag titles.
ooh, yeah, that would have been good. We got to wait for that, see if they make a turn. Speaking of which, I've been watching Ring of Honor and the return. I have not seen or heard from Bully Ray. So neither of the Dudley Boys of Team 3D we have seen or heard from. I hear that Brother Devon is actually at the WWE Performance Center training trainees. But they don't usually show them in NXT, or for that matter. So that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else is there. Oh, man, we got to talk about R-Truth, man. We cannot forget about R-Truth.
Mr. 24/7.
Yeah, buddy. That man always brings a smile to my face. How about y'all?
Oh, man, he good.
He's unbelievable. The master of 24/7.
Yeah, you got that right. And the fact that he gets himself into so much trouble on Raw Talk. Golly.
With Charlie Caruso.
Yeah. All together they are R-Truth. All right. So with that said, we got all the competitors going after it. Tag team division. I think it's just been mostly focused on Hurt Business and New Day for a long while. You know that? I just thought of that. Huh. What are your thoughts on that, Mikey? On the tag team division?
Mm-hmm. Well, those four guys remind me of the Beatdown Clan.
I think that's what it was based on. Holy crap.
Remember MVP used to be on Impact Wrestling when his team called themselves the Beatdown Clan?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, hold up, guys. Hold up. What? 1 second. Okay. Had to see my mom off, so that's taken care of. And we were talking about R-Truth. One thing I gotta say with R-Truth is The only people who've been really constantly trying to take his title would be Akira Tozawa, Gulak, one half of the Viking Raiders. Where's Ibar? I have no idea. Where's Ibar?
Probably still injured, I guess.
Oh, hale. We also got Tucker, who's trying to get some gold. And we saw Lucha House Party a couple of times. No Titus O'Neil in a while. You know that? Man. Yeah.
I want to see the Ascension back in the WWE. That would be good.
The Ascension. Maybe. Oh, wait. That's right. They left WWE. That's right. I don't even know where they're at. That's a good question. Anything else we need to cover on Monday Night Raw, bro?
I'm trying to think what we forgot.
We talked about Matt Riddle. Elias and Jeff Hardy.
Oh, what? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think. Think about who we did not mention on Raw. That's Jeff Hardy and Elias. These two have since the hit run accident.
In which case, Elias has not been keeping up with WWE, knowing that it was caused by Sheamus. Jeff Hardy was framed by Sheamus. Well, you gotta give it to him. This ain't no lie. He actually made a new album. His first ever album, and actually his second album. And it hit the records even on iTunes as number 1. And Spotify. That's no joke. He's literally went number 1. Throughout that.
Something.
Yeah, he accomplished something. And then they used that to bring in Riker from the Forgotten Sons of NXT, or they moved to SmackDown. We haven't seen all 3 of them in one place after that. And now we see Riker on Monday Night Raw, and we're like, what the hell? So he's a follower of Elias and the Universal Truth, which was the name of the album. Go check it out. And the fact is, we just see him going around trying to pick fights with him. And ultimately, we finally get Jeff Hardy once again, wins the match, and finally puts this to bed with Elias. But now Elias got to deal with a person we also didn't talk about, and that's AJ Styles. We mentioned him in the triple threat match, but we didn't mention anything else. AJ Styles has been on the rampage going around trying to put people and say that he's a top dog, top this, top that. But he's not walking around with the WWE title, is he? He is walking around with, how you pronounce his name? Amas? That's huge. Golly, that guy is huge. He's a walking giant. How do you feel about that, Mikey? How do you feel about having somebody like that behind your back?
What?
Amas.
Is it Almas?
Yeah, Almas. Yeah, you got that big guy.
Oh, the big guy. You mean AJ Styles' big bodyguard?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the one from the Raw Underground made by Shane McMahon.
Got that right. How you feel about that?
We haven't seen Raw Underground since late summer, I guess.
Last November, actually.
That's what I'm trying to remember. So last time
we had summer?
Raw Underground.
Yeah, I think so. So, how do you feel about that, Andre? How do you feel about AJ Styles and his huge bodyguard, Amas?
Forget that overgrown chunk. You suck.
Ooh. You showed it to me, bro. You stand and have that guy looking at him. He's gonna be like, damn, that fucker's a tree.
I want to see those two get beat up. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Are you, how about Elias and Riker.
I want to see those two get beat up too.
Yeah.
Well, Riker and Elias versus AJ and his bodyguard. I would love to see that.
Yeah, how about bro? I can't say this with a straight face. How about a bro nut, bro?
Huh?
Bro, what the hell?
That's Matt Riddle's version of a donut. He calls it a bro nut.
Oh my god.
He's got marketing ideas with the freaking Hurt business.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, you can't. Hey, one of his deals came through with Jeff Hardy. They called him the Hardy Bros. That's a tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So him with Keith Lee, we already talked about them being otakus, that weebs. Let's go. Let's go. So all that considered, I think that's all we can cover on our hiatus on Monday Night Raw. If we don't have enough time, as far as me calling you guys, if I get home around 11, I doubt it, because I get up at 9:30, and I get home around 11:45. So I don't know if we'll be able to do a podcast because I gotta get my ass to bed. So that's why I'm telling y'all right now, we gotta be wrapping this up now. How about that?
Please do. It's past midnight.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. First off, I want to thank everybody for watching this video who bothered to give them two thoughts on our 20 cents. I mean, whole $20, $20 thoughts on Monday Night Raw on the hiatus that we've been gone since when, Mikey?
Since November. It's been over 2 months.
Yeah. So, due to the fact that my storage, I got the chip, I got the SD card, and man, I am happy. I got so much storage space, I don't know what to do with it. Been a while. But I'm gonna see if we can start doing this. I'll be uploading all sorts of content, video games, this and that, whatever I can. And definitely be seeing you guys on the weekends again. Next time we'll cover what we have to see on NXT, and if we can, how about this? Come Saturday, I'll make it a point to see if I can wake up and we can do 2021's Royal Rumble. How about that, y'all?
Let's do it.
Yeah, get Chris on that one. So with that said, I'm happy to have you guys. Thank you for coming on this video chat with me. Thank you. So with that said, again, I'll give a shout out. It's your boy, Mike Henry. And Andre Mitchell. And I am Serge Dragon. We are the Heavens Monsters Podcast. And we'll see you next time. You like this video, make sure, once again, like that video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for the next Heavens Monsters Podcast. And we'll see you next time. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Later.